Hey guys, the second step of the Endwalker Relic weapon has finally been released with patch 6.35, and in this video I'm going to be focused on how you can quickly get started with the second step and how you can complete it actually pretty quickly. So the first thing is that you need to complete the Hildebrand quests in order to be able to access this step. This is absolutely mandatory, and it is going to begin with the quest The Spectacle of Inspection, which is going to be at Rodzethan X of 11.9, Y of 11.1 by speaking with Dandelion, and players must first complete the quest The Imperfect Gentleman, which if you're looking at this second part of the Relic series, you should already have. But for those of you who don't have it and are looking at just starting the Relic weapon, I'm going to keep links in the pinned comment I'm going to post as well as the description, and that'll get you started with all the Hildebrand quests and then the first step, and so you'll be caught up to this. From that point, all you need to do is go to Gerald at Rodzethan X of 12.0 and Y of 7.1. This is the same furnace location as where you were getting that first step done with the first level of the Manderville weapon. And he is going to give you a quest which is going to require the Make It a Manderville and that generational bonding. And so if you're just running right to Gerald, and you're like, hey, I didn't finish the Manderville quests, get those done, and he should give it to you, no problem. So what this step's actual grind portion is going to be all about getting, for each and every single weapon you want completed, 3 complementary CHONDRITE, which is going to be from our favorite NPC from the first time, Jub Runner from like the Rodzethan Aetheryte Plaza, and you are giving... I want anyone to guess it. Can you guess it? I know you're probably like, I'm at a damn guide video. 500 astronomy tomestones. So that means that this second step is almost in all capacities identical to the first step, and I think that there's like many potential interpretations if that is good, if that is bad, and so yeah, just for 1500 tomestones, just the same as before, you can upgrade that relic weapon to the final stage that we currently have access to. You just get that complimentary CHONDRITE, you head back to Gerald, and then he's gonna bang you out a 630 weapon. And so the item level and the stats of this is gonna be item level 630, which is very close to best in slot weapon. You're 5 item levels off, as well as your secondary stats are going to be maxed in generally what is good for you. I want to be careful with saying that because I know that some people really like spell speed summoner, but for me as a scholar, I'm looking at the critical hit and I'm like, yep. I'm looking at the determination and I'm like, yep. And honestly, I think that it looks pretty interesting. I think that they have a unique design to them, and I think that it's nice to see that they're trying out different patterns in the kind of like hard light categories, kind of like how Heaven's Ward was like hard light kind of, so I'm happy to see them take this kind of approach to it. But enough of that, I'm going to talk about that in a different video. Let's talk about how to farm out astronomy tomestones quickly. And this is going to very much mirror what I have said before, so if you were familiar with that first relic guide, you're going to be very familiar here. And what is going to be the first thing I'm going to say to everyone? And I know that a lot of my friends that watch this video are going to be like, yes, Cole's going to mention the damn hunt train again, and you bet I'm going to mention the hunt train again. So the hunt train is going to be easily, by far, the quickest, best, most reliable, most time-efficient method to get these tomestones. The Gilgamesh train is run by freaking master, like, awesome people, and they keep it on time. It's sometime like 8:30 in the morning my time, and then there's like one around like 2:30 p.m. and then another one around like 8:30 p.m. Like, it is an absolute clockwork ticking piece of like art. It is so reliable. So for each of these hunts, you're going to be getting 20 of those astronomy tomestones, and it's just you literally cannot beat the hunt train in terms of time efficiency. You just cannot. Expert dungeon looks like a painful slog in comparison. God, please don't nerf my hunt trains, please. I mean, expert dungeon is really great. Please don't nerf my hunt trains. Maybe I should be a little bit more quiet on how we're doing this. But alas, to get this information out, I need to like say the hunt train. Which, in order to join one, you basically need to like probably go to like Aether Hunt's Discord server when my website is up, which it's God permitting next week, I'll have links to get to there. You're gonna also have a few different like world notices, especially when the hunt train is going. You're gonna notice in the party finder in the world tab that there's gonna be like a bunch of parties there, and that's gonna be a good sign. Then you really just join the party, and then you like knock out like Thavnir, Mara Lamentorum, and all the rest. And with this patch, we know that we are getting 2 maps which are going to have expanded sizes, like more instances on them. We're going to be getting at least 2 maps with 2 more areas, and so that's going to result in 8 more hunts that we're going to get per train, which is going to be sweet for us, and to the conductors and scouts, we appreciate you. I know that that's just like, oh, more work on my plate, but we appreciate you. Now, in terms of other less awesome methods, like obviously expert roulette exists. You can do like alliance raid if you're just doing that per week. Really, in the most direct way possible, getting astronomy tomestones is kind of like slow but steady. No matter what you do, you're gonna bump your way into them. You could even say Palace of the Dead is going to be an Dead. Well, Palace of the Dead probably is actually a good method, but I mean Eureka Orthos, which is a brand new deep dungeon with this patch, is going to probably also be an absolutely stellar way to get a ton of these. And so if you're just grinding it, you're going to be like, oh, look at all these astronomy tomestones. Oh yeah, baby, I'm rolling in the deep with these astronomy tomestones. Adele would be proud. And with that being said, I guess I'm really closing up this video. I am not putting in any opinions on this step here. I miss Boja. If this video helped you guys out, I would super appreciate if you dropped a beautiful shining relic weapon on that like button and cat daddy that subscribe button. Winky face. Take care, everyone, and I hope that you genuinely love how your relic weapon looks. I think that some of these glows are actually really pretty.